Be honest for a second. Have you ever felt a tiny spark of joy when someone fails? Have you ever felt happy when something bad happens to someone? Like when your perfect coworker messes up during their presentation, or when the ex who dumped you gets dumped. That little smile you try to hide when that happens, that's called Schadenfreude, a German word that literally means harm joy, which is basically the pleasure derived from another person's misfortune. And let's say this out loud. Everyone feels it, but no one admits it. What Schadenfreude really is. Schadenfreude is the strange pleasure we feel when others fail, stumble, or embarrass themselves. It sounds cruel, but it's actually deeply wired into our psychology. It's not always about being evil or wishing bad things on people. Sometimes it's our brain's way of balancing social status. Because in a world where we are constantly comparing ourselves to others, seeing someone above us trip a little makes us feel like we are catching up. For example, your friend who always posts luxury vacations got their flights cancelled. You don't want them miserable, but deep down, you will feel lighter when that happens. Why we feel Schadenfreude? Number one, it levels the status game. We are all unconsciously competing for status or respect or power or belonging. When someone higher than us fails, it feels like the playing field just leveled. Let's take this example. Your office golden child finally gets called out by the boss, and you're smiling inside because you might have felt that they had some sort of unfair advantage, and now that's gone. Number two, it is revenge without action. If someone has wronged you, Schadenfreude acts like revenge. You generally won't confront them or do anything to take revenge, but when karma finally hits on its own, it feels satisfying. For example, your toxic ex gets cheated on by someone. You didn't plan it, but it feels like justice. Number three, it is hidden insecurity. Sometimes Schadenfreude exposes our own wounds. If we constantly feel less, someone else's failure becomes proof that we are okay. It's not healthy, but it's human. When the Schadenfreude gets dark, feeling a flash of joy at someone's minor embarrassment is normal, but some people feed on it. If you find yourself constantly seeking stories of people failing, celebrities, co workers, friends, people who are doing better than you, and you're waiting for them to fail, it might be a sign of deep resentment or even envy. It might be even poisoning your own happiness. Schadenfreude can slowly turn into addiction, where you're more invested in watching and waiting for others to fail than in building your own life. How to use it to your own advantage. Schadenfreude can teach you a lot about yourself. Next time you feel it, pause and ask, why does their failure make me happy? Do I feel threatened by them? Am I secretly comparing my life to theirs? When you notice the root cause, whether it's insecurity, competition, or revenge, you can work on your own triggers instead of just feeding off someone else's downfall. If you want real power, instead of enjoying others' failure, learn to observe it. Focus on your life and apply the learnings from others' failures to build your own. Pause and observe what mistakes your colleague made in their embarrassing presentation so that you don't make the same mistakes. Schadenfreude isn't evil, it's a mirror. It shows you where you feel insecure, where you are competing, and where you want justice. Notice it, learn from it, because the more you understand why you enjoy someone else's failure, the closer you get to winning on your own terms.